A young primary school youngster in the 50s, I was one of those that watching my BBC One black and white, which was the only football that we would have got on TV. And naturally, Tom was, in his prime at that stage, and players, I suppose, like Billy Wright, Stanley Matthews, were the players playing for England that we then skipped out into our garden to try and copy what we'd been watching on TV. But then later years, with the Sports Council and then the FA involvement, I met Tom on a number of different occasions at some of the great work that he'd been doing in the locality here, charities and some of the funding schemes from football point of view. So and probably more importantly, knew him then as a person, and I think anyone here today would say, well, top quality person, genuine, affable, and that's why we all respect and admire him, really. So two facets really: one as a player, but even more important, him as a person.
How much of a role model do you think he should be to younger players?
Yes, I think it's difficult to make comparisons, isn't it? But I mean, here we are, 50 years on after he finished playing, and I think anyone who has been lucky enough to be in his company and whatever always speak really positively and about him as an individual, and certainly is a great role model. But I think all he was concerned about was being himself, and because he was such an affable individual, so unassuming, you couldn't help but like him.
How do you think the players like Sir Tom compared to the players of today's game?
It's difficult to do the comparison. I mean, he would have been the skillful attacking player out wide. He had good play through the middle as well, and so in this era he'd been one of the big names that all the clubs would have been I'm sure trying to encourage to join their club. But certainly a player like that would have been able to adjust to the pace of today's game because he had that skill factor and individual flair.